United Way has meant a lot to both my parents and the entire family. You know, my parents, they have always believed in giving back to community and supporting those in need. And United Way happens to be a very effective platform that has allowed them to do just that. Looking back, I can kind of remember the kind of genesis of the Pathfinders dinner. It was a way to raise the bar on giving. I think it's fantastic to be back. The events are happening again, and I can't think of a better, more enjoyable, and meaningful event to come back than the Pathfinders dinner. Having this award, Community Vision Award, named after one's parents is certainly a great honor. And to be able to see it being given to someone truly deserving, like this year's recipient, is an equally great honor.
What she has done for the United Way, what she's done for the community, the number of people she's impacted, not just in the years she's been involved with the United Way, but in the years she's been an active member of the community. The impact is so widespread and so deep. One of the things that we share is that commitment to community, that commitment to helping people who are vulnerable.
I think that's really what it is. It's wanting to make the city we live in a better place, the province we live in a better place for everyone.
I think her own story and upbringing, coming from South Africa, moving here when they pretty much had nothing, going through the process of all the ups and downs of her family having some means and then it being taken away during the apartheid, going by herself away from her family to Kenya, transitioning to the UK, and then eventually landing in Canada. All of that, I mean, how can that not have an impact on you? And you know, what you define as your purpose, how you spend your time and your means and your energy pretty much for the rest of your life. Whether that meant showing up late to my college graduation because they were, you know, doing some philanthropy work somewhere in the northern areas of Pakistan, to just, you know, sometimes random people coming up to us to say thank you for things that they've done that we truly had no idea about.
Giving is who she is. It's how she shows up in the world. And it doesn't matter who you are, right? If you're kind of in that line of sight and her, you know, her aperture is wide, like you are going to be a beneficiary of kind of the vision that she has of making the world a better place. You know, we want philanthropy to be inclusive. We want it to hit the people who need it most, and she's really thinking about how can she make the biggest impact possible without needing, you know, any credit for it whatsoever.
I got connected with United Way in actually 1993. Sitting on that campaign cabinet, coming on as Major Gifts Chair. Then I went on to the United Way board, United Way board chair. It was an amazing experience. Here was a campaign cabinet that was able to attract so many high-profile people who were willing to give of their time for a cause that they felt worthy. For me, it all boils down to education. The other one is community. We've done the schools program, then we've done the teenage program, we've done after-school program, we've worked with vulnerable women and children. We've also worked with seniors in isolation. Then a most recent example is when the floods happened. United Way stepped in and started helping the flood victims. United Way lifts people up and makes them feel like they're human beings and they're cared for. So if United Way wasn't there tomorrow, I don't know which institution or organization could come in and pick up the pieces.
My father would say, Seda, you know, you are an example to everyone. Just keep on doing what you're doing because the world needs you and more people like you. Just sorry that my dad won't be here for this dinner. Be the first one that he misses, I guess.
Joe was a mentor. Make me emotional. He was an amazing human being. He taught me so much. And to be honored in his name and his wife's name, means a lot.